Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how to make what you want and desire non-negotiable. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful in Las Vegas. I have a big video today based on a massive session I had with a client yesterday. And this client, it was about a specific person, but it was also about a business situation. She is an attorney negotiating a big settlement. What she said is it's a high six-figure settlement where she stands to make a lot if this gets settled and the way she wants it to be settled, right? But she said, you know, with both situations, I'm just feeling shaky. Right? I feel like that I have to be something else, or I have to negotiate, or I have to give up things to have what I want. I'm feeling, and she goes, I'm feeling rejection with the specific person situation. This is because there's a third party involved. And even now that's spilling over into this deal that she's negotiating. As she presents things, they're getting rejected by the other side. I want to talk about all of this today and more. So remember, the fastest and most powerful path to creating and manifesting everything you want and desire in your life is to take it for granted. This is what we had talked about. And remember that your fulfillment, your desired end, what you want is non-negotiable. This is what we hit on, because she brought that whole idea of that she's in negotiations. And I thought, look, there might be terms here and there, but see your outcome, see your end, see the fulfillment. Fulfillment's non-negotiable. Do you see it? Stand in that. Stand in the love and gratitude and fulfillment of knowing that what you want is done. And I said it not only relates to that business deal, but it relates to your specific person, right? Stop negotiating love, gratitude, fulfillment. Stop negotiating your I am, who you really are, right? Stop negotiating your self-concept, your worthiness and fulfillment with others, the world, and the changing 3D conditions, right? The thoughts and feelings and the people, events, and circumstances. Stop negotiating that. Take it for granted that fulfillment's yours. Take it for granted that deal's closed. We're going to talk about what happened with that deal, because it looks like it's closing and it looks like she's going to get a big fee off of that. But remember, it's non-negotiable, right? Accept your utter worthiness as the fundamental truth of your existence. Worthiness is not negotiable. Make it non-negotiable. You're worthy no matter what. You feel that love and gratitude and fulfillment no matter what. Don't make it negotiable. Don't make it conditional on out there, on the conditions out there, or on your changing thoughts and feelings about those conditions that come up once in a while. Stand in your utter fulfillment, stand in that non-negotiable worthiness, that non-negotiable love and gratitude and fulfillment that you are. That's not negotiable, right? You might negotiate a few terms here and there and other things, but you're not going to negotiate your utter worthiness, your utter fulfillment, the utter gratitude that you feel for just existing as that I am awareness. Remember, gratitude is not, it is an elevated emotion, but it's a state of being. Right? It's beyond conditions. It's feeling love and gratitude and fulfillment for just being who you are. That God-given fulfillment for being born as the Son of God, right? As the Son of Man, as the Son of God, having the experience as the Son of Man in the 3D conditions. Accept your utter worthiness as a fundamental truth of your existence. Stop negotiating your self-worth or your self-concept or fulfillment with others, with the world, whether it's a specific person or even another party, right? She might have to negotiate a few terms here and there, but stop negotiating that, right? You stand in that utter worthiness. Take for granted that you're already that which you desire to be. to take for granted, this idea, to take for granted that you are already that which you desire to be is to assume that your chosen identity, I am, is true and real without questioning it. That's what it means to take it for granted. To take for granted that you are already that person that you desire to be is to assume that your chosen identity, your chosen reality, your chosen outcome, as I am, is true and real without questioning it. That's what it means to take it for granted. That's what it means. It's not negotiable. You're not negotiating. Your worthiness, what you want, who you are, is not negotiable no matter what. I am that I am. That's the truth or reality of who you are. It's non-negotiable. You're taking it for granted. It's a state of love, gratitude, and fulfillment beyond question. These are states of being, that gratitude, that love, and fulfillment as source. It's non-negotiable. That's the final offer. God gave you everything. That was God's final offer. What do you want? You want to negotiate that? There's no conditions. There's no hidden clauses. God gave you everything, period. Here. It's yours. Absolute fulfillment, absolute love, absolute joy. Here. That's non-negotiable, right? God, that's God's final offer. Everything. There's no hidden clauses. There's no conditions. Do you feel I'm feeling a little chill up my spine here. This is I'm getting butterflies here. When you allow yourself to be, or when you are triggered by changing conditions, by those thoughts, feelings, people, events, and circumstances, and identify with them as who you are, you're negotiating your utter worthiness. You're negotiating fulfillment. You're negotiating your self-concept, that ultimate self-concept. So you can allow yourself to see those conditions, to even be in those conditions, to even feel the conditions that you might call as a trigger. But you get to decide whether that's negotiable or not, your identity. When you identify with them as who you are, now you're negotiating your utter worthiness, your utter fulfillment, your utter self-concept, which is non-negotiable, right? God doesn't put conditions on love, doesn't put conditions on gratitude, doesn't put conditions on fulfillment. That's why the prodigal son, the father said to the son, "Son, you've always been with me, and all that I have is yours. But you got to recognize that's yours. Stop negotiating it, right? You are one with all that is. You're literally everything. God gave you everything. You've always been with me, and everything is mine is yours. What are you waiting for? Claim that, right? Make it non-negotiable." The reason the spiritual greats, almost all of them, say circumstances don't matter is because they have no power and authority to negotiate your state of being. Do you see it? All the spiritual greats talk about it's beingness that matters. It's your state of being, right? They all say that. But what does that mean? It means it's not negotiated. Your state of being, that true state of being of I am, who you really are, is non-negotiable. Right? I am that I am. That's non-negotiable. Who and what I imagine, assume, and affirm myself to be is non-negotiable. It's not up to questioning. Right? Love, gratitude, worthiness, and fulfillment is non-negotiable. I am God, or I am the source of my reality, and there is no other. That's non-negotiable. There are no conditions or hidden clauses. Right? In Neville Goddard says this, "But it takes everything that you now believe in other than it to pay for it." Neville Goddard's referring to the pearl of great price. So in other words, a belief in some other source, that you could be negotiated by a source outside yourself, that you can negotiate fulfillment. Give it all up. Whatever you believe in, to know that you are source. There are no secondary causes. There are no secondary sources. You're all of it. That's powerful. Your true nature is I am awareness as source of your experience of reality, is love and gratitude for life. Do you see it? Because that question always comes up. Well, how do I feel my wish fulfilled, or feel the love and gratitude? That just came up this morning of something that I've never experienced before. whether it's a new love in their life or whether it's a new car or a house or something that they believe they haven't had that experience. Remember, you know what what it is to love life. That's your experience. That's wish fulfilled. That's the feeling. It's the love for life. It's the gratitude you feel for your life, for your existence as source. That's your natural state of being. That's all that matters. That's why circumstances don't matter. It's that love for life. It's that love and gratitude for life that we call emotions, but it's a state of being. It's an emotion so elevated that it's a state of being. It's who you are. That's where all desire, regardless of its form, meaning whatever you want in your life, regardless of what form it takes, comes from. It's that divine urge, or that love, or joy and gratitude for life. It's that love for life, that joy for life. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about that, right? And it's not just for life, but it's as life itself. And to create more life. Do you see this? It's where all desire, regardless of its form, comes from. That divine urge, or love, or joy, or gratitude for life as life, and to create more life. You're a creator. That's where all those desires come from. To experience that love for life, that gratitude that's already there. Not gratitude because you got something in 3D reality or something manifested. Gratitude because it's already yours. That you've already been given it. Gratitude for being that creation's finished and it's all within you. That's a natural state of gratitude. That you're all that is. You don't need to wait to feel gratitude. You don't need to have to wait till something happens to feel the joy for life, or that love of life, or that gratitude for life. It's already within you. That's why Jesus said, I have come that they may have life and that they may have it more abundantly. That's your I am awareness. Your I am awareness. You as the Son of God were created so you can be aware of that life within you, that joy within you. Not to feel it after you've manifested something or after something happens, to know it's already there. It's that gratitude that's already within you. It's that I am awareness, God's Son, the Christ in you. That's very powerful today. The feeling of your wish fulfilled is not about the specific thing, the manifested thing or experience that you're waiting for or that you haven't yet experienced, right? That relationship with your specific person, or that perfect health, or lots of money, that ideal body, or in this case, with this attorney, with the counselor, with this deal that's going to close. It's not about that. It's the feeling or conviction of being you. I am. As Dr. Joe Dispenza says, it's a love for life, a joy for existence, a real deep sense of gratitude. It's not conditioned on anything out there. But you will experience those. You will have a translation of that as things manifest, as you have certain experiences in 3D reality. You will have that translated emotion of gratitude or joy or love. But it all comes from that innate state of being of that love for life, that joy that's already within you, that gratitude. That's your true self-concept. It's non-negotiable, right? That's your true signature vibration or nature. It's non-negotiable. It's granted you by God. It's unconditional and non-negotiable. Yeah, that's powerful. So remember, you don't really create, manifest, or attract reality or anything. You experience reality. Remember, it's an experience. You're not manifesting it, attracting it to you, or even creating it really, because why? Creation's finished. It's already within you. All potential's within you. You are the experience. You are reality. Creation is finished means you're choosing what part of all that you are, all that is, that you desire to experience next. I've said this many times, but that's out of the love for your life, love for life, love and gratitude for just being I am, for being that being that has all realities within them. Right? Dr. Joe Dispenza says the emotional signature of gratitude means that something has already happened. Creation's finished. That's what happened. That's why that's a state of being, gratitude, not a mere emotion that's conditional on getting something, but that yet you've already been given it. I've given it, like the Father said to the Son, You've always been with me, and what is mine is yours, right? Like in Scripture where it says, "Wherever your foot treads, I have given you." Right? I have given you. It's already yours. God's already given it to you all, right? Stop negotiating with 3D reality and changing conditions. Waiting and wanting for something to change or happen out there, or until you're thinking or feeling better about out there. Both of those. To feel and be who you already are. Do you see it? Stop waiting. Stop negotiating with 3D reality. Stop negotiating with conditions. Stop negotiating with the world or others to feel better, to waiting and wanting something to be different or something to change or happen, or waiting for you to think and feel better about things until you give yourself permission to feel and be who you already are, to feel that joy and gratitude and love that's already built in, that's non-negotiable, right? That's powerful. So Dr. Joe Dispenza calls these elevated emotions of love, joy, and gratitude, and is your natural state of being. Those elevated emotions that Dr. Joe calls love, joy, and gratitude, or a love for life, that gratitude, that's your natural state of being that doesn't require a specific experience. In other words, it's non-negotiable. It's unconditional. It doesn't require a specific experience to feel them. They're unconditional or non-negotiable. They're your birthright as source. You don't have to negotiate. Remember, like in the story of Jacob and Esau, where Esau was starving and weary because he needed food, or in other words, spiritual substance. He was lacking spiritual substance, right? And he asked his brother Jacob, give me some of your stew. And Jacob says, I'll give you stew if you give me your birthright. Remember, you don't have to negotiate that birthright. It's already yours. It's a right from birth. Right? We've done the story of Jacob and Esau, so I'm not going to cover it here. But we really peeled back a lot of deep meanings in that story, and they're on the channel. But remember when Esau says to Jacob, "Please feed me with that same red stew, for I'm weary." And then Jacob answers, "First, sell me your birthright." We're always trying to negotiate our birthright. It's already ours. We don't have to negotiate for it. God has given it to you. You don't have to negotiate with conditions or others or specific persons to love you or to feel worthy. Your worthiness, your utter fulfillment, that utter love that you are is non-negotiable. Stand in that. And like my client, I've heard from her, she's saying the deal's getting close. It looks like she's going to close this thing and get that big fee because she might negotiate a few terms here and there, but she's not negotiating her desired end. She's not negotiating that love and fulfillment that she is. She's not negotiating her worthiness of feeling rejected or unworthy. She's not going to negotiate any of that. That's powerful. And so we'll also get an update on her specific person as well. How to make what you want and desire non-negotiable. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, the ambassadors at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, and for being part of our membership channel. We have a live stream, our third live stream, to be broadcast on the membership channel later this month, March 30th, 2024, Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Coast Standard Time. Join us on the membership channel. I'll be broadcasting live right here from the studios to address some of the questions and touch on some of the topics and questions that you've been sending to us at info@besomethingwonderful.com. I'll also answer some questions live on the chat during the live stream. Creators with great love and great light and infinite gratitude. This is Tom Kearin here in the studios at Be Something Wonderful in Las Vegas. Until next time, we'll see you soon.